Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm going to be going over all of the Blu-rays and 4Ks that I've got in my Scream Factory collection. So yeah, because Scream Factory isn't really a sort of a UK based label here, producing and putting out films on the physical media format, pretty much get most of these imported from America, as most of us have to do over here in the UK. So I just thought I'd run through pretty much all of the titles I've got, the Blu-rays, the box sets, and the 4Ks. So yeah, that being said, gonna get straight into it and hope you enjoy. Okay, so before we get into the box sets, I just really want to go over just a couple of Blu-rays that we've got here. So the first one we've got is The Doctor and the Devils. This is a really fun movie. It's kind of one of these Victorian crime dramas. If you've seen movies like From Hell and Burning and RoboCop, this one really fits in. It's got a great cast to it as well. Patrick Stewart, Jonathan Pryce, Timothy Dalton, Julian Sands. Amazing cast, to say the least, in this one. But yeah, this is a Blu-ray put out by Scream Factory. I don't have too many Blu-rays by them, but it's one I really enjoy. Next up, we've got a TV movie by John Carpenter, and that is Someone's Watching Me. I wasn't too crazy about this one. I thought it was okay. There's just nothing about this movie that screams John Carpenter, unfortunately. If you know his films, you kind of know what to expect, but yeah, this is one of his earlier movies. I think this is the one he did between Halloween and The Thing. But it's a good little watch if you want to check out all his filmography. And next up, we've got one of my favourite 80s slasher movies, and that is Sleepaway Camp. I love this movie. It's got its problems, definitely. It would not be made by today's standards. Nowhere at all. That twist ending must have been shocking for the time, although I wasn't around when this movie came out. It's really, really effective in my opinion. I really like the twist ending to this film. It could easily have been seen as a Friday the 13th ripoff, but it's not, in my opinion. It only really rips it off because of the setting, really. But I think for the time, this movie really did have a brain about it, and yeah, with the way it was going, but some of the acting is atrocious in it, but I still like it in spite of that. So yeah, that's Sleepaway Camp. So next up, we've got Elvira's Haunted Hills. So this is the second Elvira movie. I think Arrow put out the first one over here in the UK. So I decided to pick this one up from Scream Factory on Blu-ray. Now, I like this edition for two large reasons. The first one is it comes in this really nice, hard, rigid box. Absolutely love that. We'll see a few more of these later on for the 4Ks. But yeah, absolutely fantastic packaging. Love it. Love the artwork on this. And there's the back there as well. This movie wasn't as good as the original, in my opinion, but I still really liked it. And the other reason why I really like this edition is because we get alternative artwork as well. I love it when companies do that. They give you a slipcover or a hard rigid box with newly commissioned artwork, and then you kind of have the original artwork as well on the Blu-ray case. But yeah, this has reversible artwork as well, as most of the Scream Factory titles do. But really, really nice to get this edition put together. When I ordered it, I had no idea it came like this. I was really, really surprised, and yeah, it looks really nice, really displayable on the shelf. So yeah, that's Elvira's Haunted Hills. So moving into some of the Blu-ray box sets now from Scream Factory. The first one we've got is the Critters collection. So I got this one really cheap off Amazon. It did arrive a little bit damaged, as you'll probably see here at the base of the spine when we get to it. Well, there we go. It doesn't really bother me too much, but it's okay. I know Arrow put out a new really nice lavish edition of this collection as well quite recently, but I'm opting to stay with the Scream Factory one because although these films aren't my favourite, I do kind of like the first two. I think they're the best of the bunch. But yeah, this is the Critters collection. Give you a look at the back there as well. And yeah, so we have the 4 movies. So in reverse order, I guess, we've got Critters 4, Critters 3, Critters 2, and Critters 1. So I remember seeing these in Blockbusters. These are the VHS covers that I remember seeing whenever I would stroll down the horror section in Blockbusters. I was just really, really mesmerised by this artwork and just thinking, what the hell were those movies? I really wanted to check them out, but never got around to doing so when I was younger. So I don't really have that nostalgic connection to these, but these are fun movies. The first two definitely. I think the second one really sort of is a much more brighter, colourful movie. Just have a lot of fun with that film, but 3 and 4 unfortunately don't really work for me as much as I would like. So yeah, that is the Critters collection. Yeah, coming up next we have the Fly collection. So yeah, this was a set I just couldn't turn down. I had to get my hands on this one. I got it pretty much a similar price to the Critters set. And yeah, I just love the artwork on this. It is absolutely stunning. So give you a look at the spine as well. All of these Scream Factory box sets, they display so nice together. I mean, yeah, the artwork on this is just absolutely phenomenal. If you're going to praise Scream Factory over something, it's definitely the effort and artwork that they've put in on this set. So yeah, coming into the set now. So we've got, well, I'll do these in order of release. So we've got the original Fly. Yeah, this is a fun movie. I enjoy it. I particularly like the ending of this film. I kind of got some nostalgia for some TV show. I think there was a Simpsons episode that paid homage to this. And when I saw the film, I was like, yeah, Simpsons did it justice, as it normally do. But yeah, I like this movie. I wasn't too keen on the follow-ups. Return of the Fly. Yeah, it didn't have the enjoyability of the original for me. And again, same can be said for the Curse of the Fly. Now, I think it was this one. There was actually a really creepy scene in it. I think it was at a stables in the movie. But yeah, really, really got me with the creep factor. But unfortunately, the rest of the film didn't do much for me, unfortunately. Now, the same can't be said for the remake. The remake is absolutely phenomenal. It's probably my favourite film in this set by a landslide, to be honest. It's one of the best remakes ever. It completely changes the concept, flips it on his head, and does something completely new. Love this movie. It's just one of the best body horror movies ever. The effects in it are just absolutely top notch. Yeah, love this movie. The sequel, not as good, in my opinion. It takes a different take. It doesn't rehash the first movie, but yeah, there's something a little bit lackluster when you stack it up to the original. But there is some fun stuff in here to be had. I think the effects are pretty good, but yeah, it just doesn't have that quality of the first movie. So yeah, that is the Fly collection. So yeah, the Omen collection next. So yeah, this has the first 4 movies. I think the 4th movie was a TV movie as well, and it also includes the remake. So this set was released obviously before the release of the first Omen, so that's not included in this set. But yeah, I'm happy to have the movies in this collection because I had the first 3 in a DVD trilogy, so there was no really way of trying to get hold of the 4th one for me, and I hadn't seen the remake, but I've seen all of them now. And again, Scream Factory have just done such a top-notch job when it comes to the artwork. So we have the Omen collection and a very cool looking crow on the back as well. So yeah, getting into the movies now. So we have the Richard Donner original. Absolutely love this film. I think it gets better for me on rewatch, to be honest. I wasn't a massive fan of it when I first watched it, but I did see it too young, admittedly. So yeah, it's just a horror staple from the 70s. Next up, we have Damien, Omen 2. It's got some good kills in it. It's not as good as the first, in my opinion. I really like that lift kill with like sort of like the metal cable that cuts through the lift. But other than that, yeah, it's just not as good as the original for me, but still a fun film. So next up, we've got Omen 3, The Final Conflict. Sam Neill. So this sort of sees Damien as a much, much older character. And yeah, I enjoyed the ending. I thought Sam Neill had really solid performance at the end, and there was a suicide in this that I remember as well. But yeah, it's just can't hold a candle to the original. And next up, we've got Omen 4, The Beginning. This is hailed as like the worst Omen movie. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, but I didn't hate this film. I actually quite enjoyed this movie's ending. It had quite a surprising, artistic look, should we say, for the themes of the Omen. But yeah, I didn't hate this film. I thought it was all right. And then we've got the remake, which this felt like such a forced remake. It felt like it was only made because of the date at the time for it to come out. It's like the 6th of July, the 6th month of 2006. That felt like such a stunt. But it's kind of a carbon copy of the original. There's a few changes here and there, but not too many. I didn't mind it though. I just thought it was okay. It was just, I mean, why watch the remake when you can watch the original? It just executes the job so much better. But yeah, that's the Omen collection. So next up we have the Friday the 13th Deluxe Edition collection. So I've got to admit, the fact that a Blu-ray box set of the Friday the 13th movies, with pretty much all of them up to date, including Freddy vs. Jason, to me this box set is an absolute miracle. The artwork on it, for starters, is just absolutely stunning. So this is a fairly decent sized box set. I probably am going to struggle getting in some of the artwork here, but it carries over on these three sides here. So it just looks absolutely amazing. They've managed to capture so much quality here in the artwork from so many different movies. Just really, really do it justice. The series, yeah, they've just done the series justice, in my opinion. We also have on the top an image of Jason's mask as well. So I won't take out all the movies here, but you can pretty much see here. So right on from the bottom, we've got Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 3. That also does come with a 3D disc as well. The Final Chapter, Part 5, A New Beginning, Part 6, Jason Lives, Part 7, The New Blood, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. That has both the uncut and cut version on it. The uncut version is the way to go, in my opinion. There is a tent kill in this movie that was butchered. It is, if you love this series and you love the kills, definitely check out the uncut version. It really, really does go there. The effects are pretty good. Jason X, yeah, not great. Freddy vs. Jason, it's fun. I enjoy it. It's daft, it's silly. It was a really, really good concept. Let's get these two icons of horror together in a face-off, but the execution just wasn't quite there. They didn't pull it off completely. We have the Friday the 13th remake. That is hands down the best cinema experience I have ever had my entire life. It was such a great time. It was a brand new cinema that just opened up. Friday the 13th was playing, and the crowd were just up for it. If you've ever seen Scream 2, the opening of that movie, that's exactly what it was like. It was just, everyone was just in the mood for that movie. And then we have a bonus collection material and also a Friday the 13th booklet inside there as well. These all do come with reversible artwork as well, so you can pick and choose how you want to display it. But yeah, for me, what an absolutely amazing box set. you've got the first 8 Paramount movies, and then to have included as well the New Line ones, absolutely unbelievable stuff. Just a miracle. You aren't going to get anything like this again, unfortunately, in my opinion, especially with the way things are going now with streaming services and rights and everything. But Screen Factory did it. They pulled it off. This Friday the 13th box set is the way to go if you want to collect it. But I should have mentioned this earlier. The Blu-rays are region locked. So these are all Region A or Region 1, which play in North America. So if you want to get these in the UK, do a bit of research, get yourself a multi-region Blu-ray player or 4K player, and you're pretty much covered on all bases. Then you don't have to worry about region locking. But that's a whole nother story for another day. But yeah, that's the Friday the 13th collection deluxe edition. So moving into the collector's editions now on 4K. First one we've got here is Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. So yeah, this should have come with a slipcover. I am kicking myself that it didn't come with one. It's a bit of an older release, so unfortunately, the older the release, the less chance you are likely to get it with a slipcover. But I'm still on the hunt for one. Hopefully I might find one someday soon. But yeah, this is the collector's edition of Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. A solid remake, nowhere near as good as the original in my opinion, but a good, decent little horror movie. So this is the 3-disc set. So on the inside, you've got your 4K disc, unrated cut, and then we flip that over. So we've got the Blu-ray unrated and the Blu-ray theatrical as well. So pretty much the same artwork on all the discs as well. So, and the cover. This one I don't think has reversible, but yeah, it's a fun movie none the least. So that is Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. Alligator next. So yeah, this was actually the first 4K that I purchased from Screen Factory. Really, really fun film. Yeah, good little creature feature, good little effects on it that hold up as well. So this again is a 3-disc set. So yeah, we take the slip cover off and we do get some different alternative artwork on the cover. Really cool image, I really like that, of the alligator in this sewer, just peering in the corner there. But yeah, and onto the discs themselves. So you've got your 4K disc, your Blu-ray, and the television version on Blu-ray. So they've done quite a good job here. This has got some different artwork on the discs as well. So yeah, that is Alligator. Sword and the Sorcerer next. Yeah, like this movie. It was a bit like Excalibur, kind of reminded me of that movie. It's one of these sort of medieval epics that you know, with your dragons, wizards, and all that type of stuff. But yeah, it wasn't the best movie ever. I thought it was okay. It was just it sounded better on paper, this movie, for me. But yeah, you've got incredible artwork on the slipcover, and you've got some alternative artwork there as well on the standard case. So yeah, this is the 2-disc set. Again, that artwork from both carries over onto the disc. So you've got your Blu-ray and your 4K. So yeah, that is the Sword and the Sorcerer. One of my favourite George A. Romero films now, and that is Creepshow. Fantastic horror anthology from the early 80s. Yeah, what more can be said about this film? Some great segments in here as well. So yeah, this is the slipcover. And onto the back. I remember seeing this movie when I was younger on TV. I think it was on the Sci-Fi channel or the Horror channel. And I stayed up late watching it, and that scene, Something to Tide You Over, that absolutely terrified the living shit out of me as a kid. Absolutely love it. But I like the way as well they've kind of included here the 5 segments in order, just like a still from each segment. Really, really fun film. Really, really enjoy it. So we do get as well some alternative artwork on the case here as well. So this does flip over as well to that artwork. But yeah, this is just such a fun film. I love that little nod to Dawn of the Dead there as well. So yeah, 2-disc set. Got your Blu-ray and your 4K. So yeah, just what a fun film. The sequel's not too bad either. But yeah, that's Creepshow. So next we have My Bloody Valentine. Now this is one of my favourite releases from Scream Factory. I just think this is such a good film. And funnily enough, I saw this movie on DVD and I didn't like it at all the first time I saw it because I did see the cut version. The uncut version of this movie on 4K is the way to go. It's the only way to sort of really watch and enjoy this film to its maximal potential. I just really, really love it. They've restored this movie so good because the cut scenes were put back in and they just looked like they'd been ripped straight away from VHS. The 4K of this movie, they have been sewn back into the original run of the film seamlessly. They look absolutely gorgeous. They are polished up. You can't tell they've been cut and added back in. They look absolutely stellar. And this is such a fun film to watch in 4K. The uncut version is definitely the way to go. It's night and day, to be honest. It's just the comparison is that evident. We're getting into the edition here as well. It comes with a gorgeous slipcover. I love that cover. I just think it's great. Look at the back as well. Yeah, this is... I can't stress that enough, that the uncut version of this movie is the way to go. So we don't get any reversible artwork, unfortunately, on this one. But this is the way to own this movie. So I think this is a 3-disc set as well. So you've got the 4K there of the uncut version. That's the one to watch, in my opinion, absolutely. And then turning over, you've got the Blu-ray of the uncut version and the Blu-ray of the theatrical version. All the fun, all the gore that makes a horror film, that makes this horror film, is just gone from the theatrical version. It's, yeah, uncut's the way to go, hands down. So yeah, that is My Bloody Valentine. So, Night of the Demons. This is one that I am absolutely gagging to rewatch again. I absolutely love this bit here as well. Angela is having a party. Jason and Freddy are too scared to come, but you'll have a hell of a time. Yeah. I am still a bit mixed about this film. I desperately need to give this one a rewatch. I remember really liking the ending to this film where everything just goes absolutely crazy. And yeah, I picked it up on 4K, so I just need to give it a rewatch at some point. But I remember thinking it was okay, so hopefully... I find that when I watch a film on 4K and I wasn't too keen on it originally, that it kind of boosts my enjoyment of the film. So I'm hoping this is no exception as well. So I don't think we get any reversible artwork on this one either, which is a shame. But yeah, this is, again, a 2-disc set. So you've got your Blu-ray there on the left and the 4K. So yeah, again, done it justice with different artwork on the discs too. So that is Night of the Demons. Tobe Hooper's The Funhouse. So yeah, this again was a pretty decent movie. It's one of these carnival horror films. I enjoyed it. I was back when I saw it on DVD, so I haven't actually checked out the 4K of this yet, so desperately need to give these this one in particular a rewatch. So this is, again, a 2-disc set. Different artwork as well on this one, on the front cover. So I think this is the original artwork. But yeah, you've got your discs here as well. Blu-ray on the left, 4K on the right. Yeah, that's The Funhouse. So next up, we've got Bob Clark's Black Christmas. Yeah, this is the slasher, I guess, that started it all. That first came on 1974. Great Christmas horror film. Yeah, some really creepy moments in this one. It's one of these sort of college slasher movies, but it was kind of like the first one to kickstart the genre, I guess. So yeah, look at the front and a look at the back. So this one again is a 3-disc set. No alternative artwork, unfortunately. And you've got your discs as well. So we've got the 4K of the film, the Blu-ray feature, and Blu-ray special features. So yeah, that's a movie I definitely need to give a rewatch to as well. So that is Black Christmas. Now, I can't really stress how fun this film is. We've got the return of the living dead. This is a great watch. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It clocks in at like around about 90 minutes. This is just a great zombie film from the mid-80s. Yeah, it's just so fun, this movie. It is just absolutely kick-ass. The characters are great. The music in it is top-notch. Yeah, absolutely love this film. So here's a look at the back. So again, this is another 3-disc set. No reversible artwork as well on this one. 4K transfer on this is absolutely stellar. If you've got this on Blu-ray and you love the movie, buy the 4K of this right now and chuck your Blu-ray away. So yeah, we've got 4K disc, Blu-ray of the feature film, and Blu-ray special features as well. So again, just giving you a look at the artwork there on the discs. So yeah, that is Return of the Living Dead. So next up we have The Blob. So similar to The Fly, one of the best 80s horror remakes. Absolutely amazing film. The original's still a lot of fun, but yeah, this is my my go-to if I want to watch The Blob. So yeah, look at the front cover here and the back as well. Yeah, just such a funny film. You've got Kevin Dillon sporting his Brian May perm. Yeah, we do get alternative artwork on this one as well. This is just such a gruesome movie. It doesn't hold back at all, particularly to do with some of the kids as well in this movie. Yeah, the Blob itself just isn't biased in any way, shape or form when it's killing people. So yeah, we've got the Blu-ray on the left and the 4K as well on the right. Yeah, absolutely amazing film, so fun. Not too keen on this artwork here, much more a fan of this. But yeah, that's The Blob. So David Cronenberg's The Dead Zone next. Really good film from what I remember. I do need to give this one a rewatch on 4K because I haven't seen it since the DVD days. But yep, this is The Dead Zone. This is a 2-disc set as well. So yes, Christopher Walken, Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen, excuse me, in this movie, absolutely great. So yeah, like I said, 2-disc set. Same artwork on both. So you got the Blu-ray on the left and the 4K on the right. So yeah, that is The Dead Zone. Really fun werewolf film here next. Silver Bullet from Stephen King. Yeah, really good cast in this one as well. Corey Haim, rest in peace. Gary Busey, Everett McGill. Yeah, but Silver Bullet in this film, it's not really referring to what you think. I'll just let you check the film out and enjoy it for yourselves. But yeah, very, very underrated werewolf movie. Yeah, just with a really good, solid cast. So this again is a 2-disc edition with no alternative artwork, which is a shame. I really wish Scream Factory would be a bit more consistent. So yeah, there you go, your 2 discs. You got your Blu-ray on the right and 4K on the left again. Really fun film, this one. So yeah, that is Silver Bullet. Tales from the Dark Side, the movie next. I believe this was a TV show. I've never seen it. But yeah, this is kind of like one of these movies like The Twilight Zone, kind of based off one of these sort of Tales from the Crypt type TV shows. Anthology movie, really good segments in it as well. Yeah, just a really, really fun film. Good cast as well. I think Debbie Harry's in this as well. But yeah, awesome artwork on the front. And yeah, this is a 2-disc set as well. Just a fun film from what I remember. No alternative artwork. And you've got your discs on the inside as well. So you've got Blu-ray on the left, 4K on the right. So yeah, that is Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. So Video Nasty next, and we have The Burning. I love this movie. I think it's great. One of the great camp slashers. Really, really fun. Really, really enjoy this one. So I had the Arrow Blu-ray of this for like the longest time, and I thought going into the movie, The Burning, it doesn't sound right, that title. I thought it was like something to do with like London's burning. I thought it was going to be set during the time of like Charles II or something like that, Charles I. I just thought it was going to be like one of these really boring horror movies that just doesn't deliver on the gore, where like all the kills were off screen. I couldn't be more wrong. This is some of Tom Savini's best work in this film. I just absolutely love it. It's just great. Friday the 13th, Sleepaway Camp. If you've not seen this, get this checked out. So yeah, this is The Burning on 4K. And if you've got that Arrow Blu-ray of this movie and you really like it, get this. This is such a decent upgrade. Absolutely love it. It's just one of the best 4Ks I've seen. It just looks stellar. Scream Factory have absolutely nailed it with this one. So again, this is a 2-disc set. No alternative artwork, unfortunately. And here we go. Look at the discs as well. So again, Blu-ray on the left, 4K on the right. If that scene they've used on the disc artwork, if that was from the raft scene, best scene in the movie, my opinion. But yeah, that is The Burning. So next up we have RoboCop 2. Got a lot of nostalgia for this one. The first movie, in my opinion, is an absolute masterpiece. I love it. There's not really much wrong with it. The sequel, however, is a bit of a dip in quality. It's a bit of a strange movie, this one. It's really odd what they decide to do with RoboCop halfway through the film. They just turn him into a complete pussy. But yeah, I still like this movie, though. The best thing about it, though, hands down for me, is the mayor. It's really odd what they do with the villain halfway through this movie as well. It's just an odd movie, but I still quite like it. So yeah, this is RoboCop 2. Here's a look at the back there. So this again is a 2-disc set. Tom Newton is the villain, Kane, in this movie. He's pretty good. He's just not in the movie long enough, unfortunately. No sort of real alternative artwork either. But yeah, like I said, a 2-disc set. That artwork they've used for the Blu-ray, again, I remember seeing that for the VHS cover in Blockbusters back in the day. Love that. It's just so simple. Just busting through the wall. Like, don't give a fuck. Awesome. And your 4K disc as well. So yeah, that is RoboCop 2. Poltergeist 2, The Other Side next. Not as good as the original in my opinion, but I still like this. The creepypasta in this movie, my God, I remember seeing that scene where he was kind of like, I don't know if they were at a shopping mall at the start of the movie, but where like he's sort of fixated on the little girl and people are walking through him. I've got such a vivid memory of that in the back of my mind watching this film. Desperately need to give it a rewatch. But yeah, Poltergeist 2. Like I said, not as good as the original. The original is a very, very fun film. But yeah, this again is a 2-disc set. No alternative artwork. And a look at the discs as well. Blu-ray on the left, 4K on the right. So yeah, that is Poltergeist 2, The Other Side. Phantoms next. Now, I remember this having a really, really good cast. I'm desperate to give this one a rewatch. I wanted to get it on Screen Factory 4K as they were putting this movie out. So it's probably the best way to give it a rewatch. But yeah, like I said, really good cast. Ben Affleck, Peter O'Toole, Lev Schreiber, Rose McGowan. Yeah, just a fun movie from what I remember. But yeah, this again is 2-disc set. That kind of looks like they've just thrown together something to emulate the Scream poster. But yeah, Blu-ray on the left, 4K on the right. So yeah, that is Phantoms. Dead Silence next from James Wan. I remember this movie having an excellent twist at the end. Really, really caught me off guard. People said like, oh yeah, it's got a really good ending, but I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. But yeah, this is a really fun film. One of James Wan's best and probably one of his most underrated, in my opinion. But yeah, really glad to have this on 4K. This again is a 2-disc set. No alternative artwork. And there we go. Blu-ray on the left. So the Blu-ray has both the theatrical and unrated cut. And you just get the theatrical cut on 4K, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. It is what it is. So yeah, that is Dead Silence. So The Stepfather next with Terry O'Quinn. I need to give this one a rewatch. I'm absolutely desperate for it. Because I remember it having a good concept, but I just think the execution just didn't work for me the first time. Oh, yeah, need to give this one a rewatch. So yeah, this is another 2-disc set. No alternative artwork, unfortunately. And yeah, there you go. Blu-ray on the left, 4K on the right. So yeah, that is The Stepfather. Ryan Reynolds next in the Amityville Horror remake. I've got to be honest, I probably prefer this one over the original. I thought there were some decent creepy moments in it. Is it the best film ever? No. But yeah, it was serviceable enough for me. I enjoyed it. So yeah, this is another 2-disc set. I don't believe... Nope, no alternative artwork on this one. And yeah, you got your different artworks as well on the Blu-ray and the 4K. So yeah, quite a little surprise for me, this one. One of the most recent watches for me from Screen Factory. So yeah, that is the Amityville Horror. Wes Craven's Shocker next. Yeah, this is again one I wanted to pick up. Haven't seen it since the DVD days, so looking forward to giving this one a rewatch. So yeah, look at the back there as well. Hopefully the 4K on this is just going to be absolutely amazing. So yeah, this is again another 2-disc set. No alternative artwork. And a look at your Blu-ray and 4K. So kind of, yeah, different artwork, minimalistic artwork, I should say, but effective nonetheless. So yeah, that is Shocker. One of my favourite 90s movies next here now, and we've got Death Becomes Her. Absolutely amazing cast. Meryl Streep, Bruce Willis, Goldie Hawn. Love this one. Really, really enjoy it. Yeah, the thing that sticks out to me the most about watching this is Isabella Rossellini. I've never seen someone like be sexy and creepy at the same time. This film just, yeah, really baffles me. But yeah, this is another 2-disc set as well. So no alternative artwork on this one either. I would have liked to have seen like the original poster where like Bruce Willis is like holding the candlestick. Well, we get it on the disc here. So that's the Blu-ray and the 4K. So would have liked to have seen that pop up on the cover rather than the disc. And then you've got the potion there as well. So yeah, this is a fun film. I watched it on 4K the other night. It is, they've done an amazing job on it. So yeah, that is Death Becomes Her. So next up, and kind of like the final release I've got here with like the card slipcover, is, in my opinion, one of John Carpenter's most underrated movies, and that is Village of the Damned. Yeah, it's far from perfect, but it's far from awful as well. I just really, really enjoy it. Really good creepy image on the front here as well. And I'll look at the back. I really like the soundtrack in this for this movie as well, and I bet the 4K is going to look absolutely stellar because this movie has like a lot of outdoor shots, which really lend to 4K in my opinion. So we don't get any alternative artwork. Well, that's okay. And a look at the inside as well, but we do get different artwork on the disc. So happy days all around there. Blu-ray on the left, 4K on the right. So yeah, that is Village of the Damned. So lastly, next, and very obviously, we have the first 8 movies from the Halloween collection. So we're going to be taking you through these as well. These are a lot of fun. These come in sort of very similar style, well, the exact same style box set as the Elvira Blu-ray. So these are just an absolute joy. Very, very grateful and fortunate to get these in the hardback cases as well, because a lot of them come with the soft slips now, which I still think are very desirable and very sort of collectible. But yeah, that being said, we'll just move into these now. So first up, we've got John Carpenter's classic, and that is Halloween. So yeah, really, really love the look on these. They all sort of follow the same sort of pattern. They're all going for the same sort of thing on the front cover here. So yeah, this is the 3-disc set, and we do get alternate artwork as well, so you can flip these over and the covers just match the boxes. So yeah, this is the iconic artwork, The Night He Came Home. Same sort of thing on the back there as well. And to open it up, you've got your 4K disc, your Blu-ray disc, and your Blu-ray of the original Blu-ray color timing. So yeah, that is Halloween. So next up, to obviously follow that up, we have Halloween 2. So again, keeping in the same fashion, a decent little follow-up in my opinion. Not perfect. And then we sort of get that original artwork that I'm used to seeing anyway. So yeah, open it up. Got your 4K disc, Blu-ray, and DVD television cut as well. So yeah, that is Halloween 2. Next up, we've got a movie that is finding its footing nowadays, and that is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. This is probably my favourite release in terms of its art design and what they've done on the cover here. I absolutely love this film. It's such a shame it got crapped on as heavily as it did when it came out. But I think people were judging this movie for what it wasn't rather than what it was. And it seems to have found its footing definitely nowadays. The 4K transfer of it is absolutely gorgeous as well. And yeah, Tom Atkins, what an actor. But yeah, you've got your original artwork there as well. And you've got your 4K and Blu-ray discs. Yeah, just what a good movie in my opinion, and just the whole concept of the film, terrifying to say the least. So next up, we have Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. So I think there was a bit of an outcry after Halloween 3 to try and get a movie with Michael Myers back in it. And yeah, look at the back there as well, and the original artwork. So again, this is a 2-disc set. Blu-ray and 4K. Probably the best movie after the first three, in my opinion. Halloween 4. Halloween 5 next. That mask is just, it's unforgivable how shit it is. Yeah, it's, it looks like the mask that Robin Williams drops out the window, Mrs. Doubtfire, after he gets run over by the truck. It's just a terrible, terrible looking mask. So yeah, Halloween 5. I do like the artwork though, I must admit the artwork is pretty cool on the cover. And you've got your Blu-ray and your 4K disc as well. So that's Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Next up, we've got Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. So this one is a little bit thicker in terms of the release, and that is only pretty much because this is a 4-disc set. So we'll look at the back there as well, and the original artwork. So yeah, this case is a little bit different. So you get the 4K theatrical cut, the 4K producer's cut, Blu-ray theatrical cut, and Blu-ray producer's cut. So yeah, all with different artwork on the discs there, which is a plus. Next up we have Halloween H20, the 20 years later one. I remember really liking this film the first time I saw it. I thought it was pretty good. It just hasn't held up on subsequent rewatches, in my opinion. But a good fun cast to it. So this one is just a 2-disc set as well. So you got your Blu-ray and your 4K disc. So that's Halloween H20. And finally, we have Halloween Resurrection. Now, this is definitely a bad movie and the worst of the 8, in my opinion. But I've got to say, the 4K transfer of it, I really, really enjoyed. Enjoyed's a bit of a strong word for this film, but it made the movie tolerable, the 4K transfer. But yeah, here you go, you've got your Blu-ray and your 4K disc as well. So yeah, that is Halloween Resurrection. So yeah, there's only one thing left to do, guys, and that is to show you my Scream Factory collection on the shelf. Okay guys, so this is pretty much how I house the Scream Factory 4Ks and Blu-rays. So there you go, you've got your collector's edition releases, Blu-ray box sets, and then we've got the Halloween 4K collection there as well. So yep, it's a very modest collection of Scream Factory. It's growing. I'm adding to it here and there whenever I can afford to get to, because they're quite expensive to import. But yeah, very pleased with it, very happy with it, and yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. So I'll leave it there and just say stay safe, take care, and thanks very much for watching.